Morning, everyone. It's 8:38 on this Friday, end of the week, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 1806 for this Friday morning. Europe and Asia both lower. In fact, the news from overseas is anything but good. Um, you have PMI readings, manufacturing readings, uh, negative, or not negative number, but negative outlook. Germany, France, and the UK all showing continuing contraction, and France's service PMI also into uh, contraction. Australia's PMI also contracted fourth consecutive month, although it is somewhat better than last month, and Japan's PMI fell into contraction after expanding slightly in May. On stocks, we have CarMax up a couple of bucks, 448 or 5.7% on a beat in revenues and earnings. And we have 3M, which is up about 382. Um, this is the company that just settled for 10.3 billion over 13 years for completely destroying several sources of water with their quote forever PFAs. So that one is up a little on that news, up 3.8%. Um, just amazing how they have destroyed uh, ecology and people, and so they get to just take a chunk of a write-off for doing what's right, and maybe not even enough. Ford continues to have more layoffs. The stock isn't doing much. It's 14.11, down 8 cents. And we have Virgin Galactic SPCE raising yet another 400 million. Just recently raised another 300 million. This for a vanity ride for $250,000 to quote the edge of space. Um, you would think with their record and what happened with the Titanic uh, visit, that that would not really be a continuous growing market. Again, lots of vanity people, but hey, you know, Okay, we also have manufacturing IHS market and manufacturing and services PMI, but they don't come out until 9:45. Chart on the screen is the gold, and this is a weekly, and as you can see, we've come down for the last 8 weeks since hitting this 2085 number. I made the observation last week that by the time the 5 crosses the 20, which it will do probably today, that we're usually about halfway done with a decline. That would mean that we'll probably move as low as 1850 or so, possibly a little lower, but we have the 50 and 100 week moving average coincident to the bottom before the last rally, and the 200 week down at 1784. I'm not so sure we'll get there, but we broke out here, we rallied, we came back and tested with a higher low. This is still a higher low as we speak, and we will have to see what that looks like. As far as the other futures markets, pretty much everything is down. Grains are down. Metals are, well, the gold is bouncing a little, up 3.5, but the rest of the metals are pretty much down. Energy is down across the board. Um, let's see. The softs are down. Really disappointing that they got because it was pretty predictable. And as you can see, we were in this channel, which was a bear flag and identified as such. And now we broke through it, rallied back right up to it, and we've moved now from 190 to 165 and a half. This is something that's $375 per cent, and it lost 25 of them. Let's see what else we have. By the way, this is the same setup that we have in the long bond. We started a position in the TBT yesterday, a small one, and I may add to it. This is kind of the same looking chart, and you'll see we are in this period where, let's go to a little bit more so you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so we consolidated and broke here and started a cascading move from 160, you know, first stop 131, and then ultimately a new lower low after the 40-year bull market. And we have, again, that same kind of formation. Hasn't broken yet. So if it does, we will add to the position. All right, everyone, have a good weekend and be careful out there.